The Tigers will receive.
Welcome to Sumrall High School football, the 2025 edition. We are starting the Drew Granger era. We are broadcasting live from high atop Collins High School campus in historic downtown Collins, Mississippi. Our Bobcats are in their gold helmets, white jerseys, and blue pants. We're joined by Coach Templeton up here in the booth. So Andy Baker is with me. Andy, it's an exciting time, and this is the first football game under the Friday Night Lights and the first game of Coach Granger's head coaching of the Sumrall Bobcats.
Harris, I can honestly say, as I do each year, that there is no place I'd rather be on a Friday night than watching some South Mississippi Smash Mouth football. There is an excitement in the air. New era, new coach, new season. And so I'm looking forward to see what the Bobcats are going to do.
Yes. The Bobcats won the toss. They elected to defer into the second half, and so the Collins Tigers will be getting the ball first. The Bobcats have taken the field with the number 4, Chance Daniels is bringing out the Stars and Stripes. They needed that when we did the national anthem. But we welcome everyone who is tuning in to listen and or watch over the live stream. So far, it's not raining right now, but Andy's radar says that it could be a torrential downpour later
Harris,
on in the game.
I will say this. You can be a weatherman and wrong 90% of the time and still have a job. So
sure.
We're going to hope that it falls.
You can make it to the Hall of Fame.
No, you can make it to the Hall of Fame. That's right. It is going to be a little damp on the field, so I expect a little mud to be slinging. But I'm not complaining about the temperatures right now.
Yeah, it is pretty cool up here. You all right there? Okay. Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
All right. So Wyatt Jones, number 28, is going to trot out, and he's going to kick it away for the Bobcats. Wyatt is a senior. He's going to handle the kickoff, the point after, the field goal, and the kickoff duties.
Number 28, Wyatt Jones is set to kick off.
A very experienced kicker. You may not know this, Andy, but his dad, Kurt, kicked at University of Southern Mississippi.
I think I knew that, Harris. I believe that's a fun fact you shared with me last year.
A fun fact. Well,
saw Wyatt Jones in warm-ups, and
what'd you think of him?
I thought he's improved a lot. He's putting a foot on it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, good-looking uniforms out there.
Great-looking uniforms. Yes. Nice and clean.
We would like to welcome Jason Clausen. He is tuning in at his family reunion here in Collins. He was unable to make it in person, but he and the family are tuning in. So we are set. And the 2025 season is underway. Wyatt kicks it down to about the 2-yard line. Collins takes it up the middle. And where
Akeem McGee with a kickoff return.
Let's see, who was that?
19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line, number 31, Jackson Patterson was the first Bobcat there.
It's great coverage on that kickoff, Harris. Again, you see a renewed excitement among the Bobcats, hurrying down the field, putting some helmets to helmets.
So last year we had a Coach Fortenberry as the defensive coordinator. This year we have Drew Fortenberry as the defensive coordinator. So we will see what the Bobcat D has. Always good to see a number 0 out there at the free safety position. That is going to be Braylon Harrison, experienced Bobcat defender. It's a handoff for Collins, and he is looking for some room and doesn't get any. And let's see, that is number 31, once again, Jackson Patterson on the tackle.
Great defense, quick off the line, penetration immediately, and obviously no gain on the play.
No gain on the play, so it's going to be a shotgun. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers of Collins. They're in a shotgun formation. 2 wides to the left, and that's going to be behind the intended receiver for an incompletion.
Looked like a really bad miscommunication on that play. Receiver was still moving forward. The quarterback, I think, expected an out route. And
number 6, Mister, was on the coverage, so it's going to be a 3rd and 10 for the Collins Tigers. Let's see what the defense dials up. Collins wants to pass. Oh, wow. Had his man, it just went through his fingers. You got to wonder if the moisture on the ball and in the air will affect the passing game.
I think it will, Harris. Bobcats got away with one right there. That was a great pass. Wide open receiver just slipped right through his hands.
So Braylon Harrison, number 0, and number 13, Wade Marsh, are going to be back to receive this punt.
They're sitting pretty deep, anticipating at least a 40-yard punt here. We'll see how this goes.
Yep. Collins in punt formation. It's going to be a high kick. It's going to bounce and take a Collins bounce, roll to the 49-yard line, maybe the 48. We'll see where they mark it. So the Bobcats are going to take over in their own territory at their own 48, but you got to like this field position.
Field position's good. I'm excited to see this offense come out. Riggs Russell, once again, young QB last year, coming in with a little experience under his belt. But one thing about this kid is he's not afraid to take a hit, and so he's tough.
Yep. So good field position, good start for the Bobcat defense, as they basically hold the Collins offense to 0 yards. Riggs has number 14, Daly, in the backfield with him. Oh, we have a little movement by the Tigers. A little get you 5 yards for free. How about that?
I like that. Yeah. Right out the gate.
So it'll be 1st and 5. And that's going to move the Bobcats into Tiger territory.
It's a good start to the offense. Like you said, Dalton Daly in the background. Tough kid. Played a lot last year. Also young.
Carson Leslie, number 12, goes in motion. He's got the jet sweep, and he's on his stays on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that's going to move the ball inside the 30. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be right at the 30 of the Tigers.
That was a great run. Did exactly what coaches tell you to do when you run the ball. Keep churning those feet.
Mister goes in motion. Riggs is going to keep it, and he's got some space. Hold on to the ball. And he's going to rumble down to the 5-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Bobcat offense.
Harris, it's like I said about Riggs Russell, man. He's tough. He's not afraid to run the ball. He's not afraid to take a hit. I expect big things out of this kid this year.
He's like Tom Mix.
That's it.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Didn't come to my mind, Harris, but now that you say it.
Well, it's probably before your time.
Great wisdom, my friend.
Yes. So Russell flips Daly to his left shoulder. He's going to give it to him up the middle. And did they give it to him?
They should have.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious? They're going to mark him down at the 1? Come on. Looked like he broke the plane to me, but
it looked like he broke the plane.
But I am biased, as it were.
Well, and we are literally as high up as an airplane, so we couldn't see it as well.
So they'll give it to him again. Oh, when he's met again, this time the Tiger defense was ready for it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
Big hit by the Tiger defense. They made him right at the line.
So they're going to bring in Talik Parkman and Gavin Glass. Get the jumbo package in. Number 7 is in the backfield as well, Tucker Barrett.
A little Wildcat action. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Boom. Walked right in.
Gavin Glass, we saw him do that a lot last year, but none of the Tigers wanted a piece of that.
Harris, this is the excitement that the fans were expecting this year out of the Bobcats.
That's right.
First possession, moving down the field, hard-nosed.
Yes.
And you see the results.
So Noah Burge is going to be the snapper. Number 3, Carson Speed's going to be the holder. And we've got number 28, Wyatt Jones. And there's a penalty?
Is there a flag?
I'm not sure what the let's see what the official.
They moved the ball up. Offside on the Tigers. I'll take it.
Everybody gets set for Jones as he attempts snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it's good.
Great drive.
So with 8 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first quarter, your Bobcats have a 7-0 lead.
It's a great start.
It is
the
a
Bobcats.
great, yes. If you're Coach Granger and his coaching staff, that's exactly how you want to start the season.
That's right. You can
allow no yards on defense and then ram it down their throat for an early 7.
Again, that's some good
on
South
offense.
Mississippi smash mouth football.
It's good to be back under the Friday night lights.
Always.
Yeah. Sumrall, as always, brought a good crowd.
Big crowd.
Yes. Somewhere over there, Steven Sylvest is rocking a sporty hat.
Yep. I know some of our fans spent time at the Fish House before coming to the game.
Yep. Including our executive producer, Richard Thompson.
Couldn't do it without him. Taking our time here, getting set up for the kick.
A little hurt that he didn't bring us in. I mean, he could have brought us a to-go plate.
It's true. It's true. No respect, Harris.
I feel like the talent needs to be fed as well.
Talent's a loose term.
Yep. Wyatt approaches the ball. He kicks it away, and this is going to go into the end zone. And so Collins is going to start at their own 20.
Ball goes into the end zone for a touchback.
It's a great kick by Wyatt Jones. Been putting in the work in the offseason.
So, Andy, you may know this, you may not, but there is a high percentage that if you make the return team start at the 20, that they will not score.
Harris, let me say this. I know a lot of things.
I'm going to let you.
I know a lot of things, but I didn't know that.
Okay. No. Well, now you do, along with Latin and Hebrew and Arabic and Greek.
Where did you learn that?
Oh, that's been around since I was in high school.
Do you know the percentage, or you just drop it?
It's almost 80%.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can ask Chat GPT.
Okay.
They'll tell you.
Yep.
So Collins is in a shotgun. They want to pass. Oh, the quarterback was hit as he let it go, and that's going to sail over the receiver's head.
That was a good-looking pass. Just
number 3, Carson Speed was defending along with 0, Braylon Harrison.
Carson Speed ran with him step for step on that one.
So that's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at Collins.
Defense putting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. You got to like to see that. So they're going to hand it off. He breaks 1 tackle and is brought down by number 0, Braylon Harrison, and number 34, Hudson Long. So that's going to bring up a 3rd, and we're going to call it a 4.
8:55 left in the first quarter.
Is that 3rd and 2, Andy? I don't think that can't be 3rd and 2.
It looks about a 3rd and 3 to me.
Okay, we'll call it a 3rd and 3. Quarterback keeps. Oh, fumble! Oh!
He got it back.
Did he get enough for the first down, though? It's going to depend on the spot.
According to that spot, they may bring the chains out, Harris.
It's going to be 4th down. I don't even think they're going to Collins is saying they picked it up, but there's no way. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Looks like they're bringing the punt team in. Well, they can't figure it out. It's a big hit for the defense of Sumrall.
They gave
it to him.
They gave him a first down? Oh, my gosh.
Sumrall needs to readjust. They're still in
that is
formation.
Terrible. That is such a bad call.
I don't think I would have given that one. I would have at least measured it.
All right, so nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Collins Tigers. They're in a shotgun formation. Quarterback takes the snap. He wants to pass. Oh, wow. Almost intercepted and almost caught.
Carson Speed almost had that ball.
Went right through Speed's hands, and then it hit the receiver in the shoulder pads, or that would have been a great catch on the receiver's part.
I think on that last spot, I think the ref spotted where his body was, not where the ball was. The ball was behind his body about a yard. That would have been a pick six if he'd been on his feet.
Down, and that's going to move the ball inside of Bobcat territory to the Bobcat 44.
That was a great run. I do give it to Harrison.
Was.
Harrison's got some speed on him, and that showed right there.
Yeah, thankfully, that was a potential TD saving tackle. I've noticed they haven't tried to run to the left or to the right side of their line.
I think there's a reason for that.
So once again,
hit.
Fumble! Now let's see where they spot that. Are they going to give him another first down? That should be a loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard. Harris, obviously, you can tell the moisture in the air on the field, on the ball. It's creating quite a problem for Collins right now.
Wreaking havoc, as it were. So that's going to be 2nd, and we're going to call it 12. Collins is in a shotgun. Quarterback is getting everybody set. He's now going to send, I guess that would be a tight end in motion. Now the motion again. Quarterback keeps it.
DJ on the carry.
Tough run for the Collins quarterback down to the 40-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd, and we're going to call it 6.
6-yard gain.
That front line for the Sumrall defense is looking strong tonight.
Clock ticks with 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Quarterback for Collins takes the snap. He wants to pass. This time it's complete. Down to the 34 of Sumrall. That's going to bring up, looks like a fourth and a couple. They're going to leave the offense out on the field.
Brings up 4th and 1 for the Tigers, and they're going to go for it.
Defense looking a little winded. What are we doing?
I think they're checking the spot.
Well, wish I'm getting a first down right here. Watch him.
It's either.
Oh, I thought he was going to call it. He just gave him a first down.
No.
He just gave it to him.
I'm not sure.
He's moved the chains. He's calling to move the chains.
So I don't know if one of the coaches went up to one of the officials and I think asked to check the spot.
No kidding. Do something.
It's
too late. They've moved the chains already.
But you can't just. They must have a really good relationship with the officials.
They must. They see better than us here. Top notch, apparently, from what I hear. They are quick to call a first down, even if it's on the line.
That is the second time that they have awarded them a first down.
From where I was standing, the sideline official on the Sumrall sideline that's called both these first downs, he didn't really look real hard. I think he just wanted to move the chains and get things along. He didn't spend a lot of time on it. But who am I?
but I'm not sure what the official. So the referee called it an official's timeout, and I'm not sure what they're.
I mean, are they discussing a first down without the chain? What is going on?
I don't know.
Are they educating each other on what a first down is? Maybe.
I doubt that.
No. Coach Granger obviously upset on the sidelines, as he should be.
That is.
I don't know what they're talking about.
That is, I'll tell you what. I think Coach Granger is wanting an explanation of how you mark it 4th and 1.
And then
it becomes a first down. And I'm not sure how that happens. But if you notice, one of the coaches for Collins came and said something to the sideline official over here, and then it became a first down. So I'm not sure what was going on there.
A little small-town politics, you think, Harris?
Oh, so they run it to the right side, and they pick up a first down. There's a flag that came in from the secondary, and let's see what that's going to be.
Backing them up. Holding.
A hold on the Tigers.
Holding against the Tigers.
So that's going to bring up, let's see, that's basically going to be a 1st and 11? 1st and 12, maybe?
Yeah, that's about right. 1st and 12.
So that's going to back it up to the Bobcat 36.
Clock running, 5:35 left in the first quarter.
Bobcats lead 7-0. Collins has put together a good offensive drive so far. Let's see if the Bobcat D can hold them. Oh, a little trickeration. And the Bobcat D smelled that out quickly. Number 27 on the tackle, that is Michael Knight.
Bobcat defense, quick off the line.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up his 2nd and long. Bobcat defense getting in position. Collins stays in a shotgun. Running back on his left shoulder, he sends a man in motion. He wants to pass. He's got some time. Oh, wow, that was such a nice pass and nice catch for the Tigers. And that's going to put the Tigers on the board with 4 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Tigers cut the lead to 7-6 with, let's see if they're going to go for a point after.
Harris, you got to give credit where credit is due. That was a beautifully executed play. Great pass. Worked out perfectly, obviously, for 6 points.
So Collins is lining up for a point after attempt.
Oh, blocked it.
And it's blocked.
Eric Minahar's attempt is blocked.
I'm not sure. I didn't see who got in there for the Bobcats, but it was blocked nonetheless. There was a host of Bobcats in the area, Andy, and so with 4 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first quarter, your Bobcats lead 7-6.
Harris, I'm excited to see what the offense is going to do again here. Obviously, the defense was on the field for some time.
Yep.
Maybe they can catch a breather. Their last offensive drive was so quick, defense didn't get to rest very much. Looking smooth so far, Mr. Bell.
Indeed. A lot of football left to be played.
I'll tell you that Sumrall High School band, they're looking smooth too, my friend.
Well, hard to hear him over the Collins band director, but
he likes being heard, I feel like. Yeah. I have noticed quite a bit of time transpiring between plays here.
Well, it's the first game.
Yeah.
First game for everybody involved. Coaches, players, fans, the officials.
Media team.
Yep.
I could tell it's the first game for the officials so far. I don't know about you.
Looks like some of them could have put some time in on the strength and conditioning side of things. There's the kick. It's going to be a short kick, fielded by number 13, Marsh. And he's got some room, and he's going to bring it out almost to midfield. He's going to be down at the Bobcat 46.
It's a great return, Harris. I will say, I think we got one with the referee right there. That was real close to the line over here.
It was. So it's 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 46 for the Bobcats' second possession of the game.
Great return.
Once again, the Bobcats have great field position, and let's see if they can continue to capitalize on that.
What's the percentage of
it's high.
Field position when you're at the 45?
It's high.
Is it high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell in at quarterback. Glass, number 9, checks in at running back. He's on Russell's left shoulder. Russell wants to pass. Oh my goodness. Ooh. He got it out to Mr. And it looked like Mr. had sights on running before he brought the ball in.
Harris, if you've ever played football in a receiving role, you know exactly what transpired there. He was trying to run up the field before he caught the ball.
So that's going to be 2nd and 10 for your Bobcats. Russell looks over to the sidelines. He's got twin receivers on either side. Glass is on his left shoulder in the backfield with him.
Keep an eye on that play clock. 3 seconds on the clock.
Steps over and says something. He sends Leslie in motion. He's going to give it to Leslie, and Collins' defense sniffed that out perfectly, and that's going to be a loss of yardage for the Bobcat offense, and that's going to, goodness gracious, that's going to be third and forever. Definitely don't want to get behind schedule.
Third and about 17.
Let's see what Coach Granger and his staff have in the playbook for 3rd and 17. Russell says something to Glass. Takes the snap. He wants to pass. He's got some time. He's got it out to Leslie, but once again, Collins was there. Maybe a gain of a couple, but that's going to bring up a 4th and long, and Wyatt Jones, number 28, is going to trot out to do the punting duties.
Harris, I don't know if you know this, but Wyatt Jones, our punter here, is committed to Jones.
I did not know this.
Well, there you go.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Did he announce it on the sidelines just now? Or
I don't know. Coach Todd Siders told me.
Oh, well, he got off a good punt. Collins is going to take it at the 15, make his way up. He breaks one tackle.
Pile up over here. Bobcats are quick down the field. Good punt, good coverage.
I believe number 34, Hudson Long, was in on the tackle. You can check my work on that, Andy, if you noticed.
I trust you.
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
So with 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the first quarter, Bobcats lead 7-6.
And the Tigers will have 1st and 10.
Here's my first time to Collins High School. I like it.
It's got some good spirit.
Some good spirit.
The getting to our spot up here was a lot easier than getting to some of our spots in the past.
Much easier.
So Collins takes over. They are on their own 24-yard line. Sends a man in motion.
What?
Oh,
Flag on the play.
flag on the play. Number 6, Mister, was in on the tackle.
Defense read that play like a book. Let's see
Yeah,
what the
I'm
refs
wondering
call here.
what that.
It's like a hold.
So once again,
Yep.
Collins is called for a hold. That's going to back them up. So it's going to be about 1st and 20 for the Tigers. Both offenses going backwards.
First and long, ball spotted on about the.
Let's see what happens. I bet they air it out right here, Harris. Nope.
Hands it off.
Good defense.
Number 42, Wyatt Hinton, was in on the tackle. So that's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Tigers. They got a little bit of that back, but not much. Bobcat D needs to hold here. 3 and out, get off the field, get the ball back to the offense. Clock runs, or 2 minutes 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, rather. Collins sends a man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it up the middle.
DJ on the quarterback keeper.
Some back to about the initial line.
Yep, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Collins Tigers.
Down to the 25-yard line.
They're going to have 3rd and 9 from their own 25. Let's see what the Bobcat D dials up.
I'd watch a similar play to that one they scored that last touchdown on. Hope Harrison keeps an eye on his right side.
All right, so Collins calls a timeout.
Timeout, Tigers.
Bobcat defense goes over to talk it over with the coaching staff.
Harris, the Sumrall stands are packed tonight. You got people along the fence and in the stands. Traveled well.
Yep. Always travel well. Bring a good crew.
It's a great community, man.
Yeah, a lot of school spirit.
A lot of school spirit.
See some powder blue over there tonight.
I do too.
Yeah. The lane train would be proud of that.
Yeah. I don't see any maroon and white.
No.
You know, I figured there was to be some of those in town this weekend.
No. Maybe. Probably getting set up at the Rock right now.
Collins, similar formation that they had when they left the field.
So you got to watch the slot guy. Collins in the shotgun. He's got to run him back to his left shoulder. He sends a man in motion. He rolls out to his left. He wants to pass. Oh, my goodness. It went through the hands of the receiver and the hands of Harrison.
Right off the front of his helmet.
Yep. So that's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Tigers, and let's see if they will, in fact, punt or will they go for it.
It's a good stop for the Bobcats.
It is.
I don't imagine that Collins is going to go for it. It looks like they're backing up in punt formation.
So number 0, Harrison, and number 13, Wade Marsh, are going to be back deep to receive the punt. Thankfully, the rain has held off so far.
Harris, have you ever returned a punt before?
I have not.
It takes a special person. You almost got to have ice in your veins.
I have blocked for someone returning a punt, but
Marsh and Daly are deep to receive.
Was that a delay a game?
No, I mean, that's somebody else's call. I'm just saying.
It looked like it.
Delay a game.
I find myself disagreeing with this PA announcer fairly often.
It's easy to do.
He said Marsh and Daly back to receive. That's not true.
No. You should go tell him about it.
I'm thinking about it.
All right, so Collins is in punt formation. He's going to be punting from about his 10. Gets the punt off. Harrison comes up.
No.
Punt. Get it.
He got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Ball was loose. Recovered.
So,
Recovered.
you know, the good fortune about that is when he fumbled it forward
That's
to
right.
about the 36, 34, no, 30.
That was probably about
36.
I don't know, 8 to 11 yard.
Well, he started
return.
at the it hit him at the 50.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It worked out in their favor. Again, the elements. I mean, the field
Indeed.
was wet.
Yes. So Russell comes out. He's got number 9 Glass on his right shoulder. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
We're going for the end zone right here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All gas, no brakes.
That's it.
Gives. Oh,
Told you.
oh,
Told you.
go. Did he get
Pass
it? Did he-
interference. Yep. Flag.
Oh, wow. Ball a little underthrown. Harrison had to come back forward, and that might have been enough to get some pass interference on the defense, but we'll
It was
see.
a great heads-up play because that ball was overthrown. Harrison had to come back, cut across at least 4 or 5 yards.
Is there another flag on the
Well, what's this?
illegal guy downfield?
And pass interference
Yeah.
offset each other.
Offset,
penalties.
yeah.
We'll keep the ball where it is.
Illegal receiver downfield.
I'd run that play again.
Oh, no
That's what I would
doubt.
do. I think they're going to do it too. I'd
Come
run
on.
the same play.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so Glass is on Russell's right shoulder, takes the snap. This time he gives it to Glass, and Glass has some room where he rumbles down to about the 30-yard line, and that's going to bring up a third and about 4. Let's see.
Injured.
Glass is a little shaken up. So Zach Jones, trainer extraordinaire for the Bobcats, goes out to see him, and he does go off on his own power, but he's hobbling.
Gavin Glass, when he runs with power.
Yeah.
That's what happened there. It looked like he might have caught a helmet on the knee.
So number 14, Daly, checks back in for him. Russell's got him on his right shoulder. He's going to hand it up the middle to Daly, and Daly's going to rumble for a first down.
Yeah, run your ISO, coach. First down.
24 seconds and ticking down to the end of the first quarter. Bobcats lead 7-6 here in historic downtown Collins. They give it to Daly again right up the middle, and he's got, 5 more yards. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, and at the end of 1, Andy Baker, your Bobcats lead the home team Collins Tigers 7-6, and we will be back shortly to start the second quarter. We are back in historic downtown Collins, high atop the Collins football field.
Historic downtown Collins.
Historic,
Harris, home
yes.
of, birthplace of Gerald McRaney.
Yes. Bobcats have it 2nd and 6. Riggs looks over to the sidelines. It's the second quarter, just started. If you just tuned in with us, the Bobcats lead 7-6. Oh, wow, Daly for the run.
53.
It's a great run.
That's going to bring up one and quite enough for a first down, so that's going to be 3rd and 3 for your Bobcats. They're in the red zone at the Tigers 16. Let's see if they can convert. Russ up. Officials, are they talking it over? Are they trying to decide if it's a first down or not?
Collins left a kicking tee out on the field after that extra point.
All right.
Which was quite some time ago. It's been out there for a little while.
Well,
made mistakes.
Yes. First game and all.
Yep.
So Daly takes it right behind the right guard, and that's going to be enough for a Bobcat first down. Moves it down to the 11-yard line. So technically the Bobcats can earn a first down. Once again, Russell gets the snap and hands it off to Daly. I think they have found something that they like, Andy Baker.
I think they have. If you can run a play and get 4 or 5 yards each time, I mean, it's worth sticking with it.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
For the Bobcats. Daly is on Russell's left shoulder this time. This time Russell's going to keep it, and he's going to take it inside the 5. Let's see. Maybe to the 2? Kind of hard to tell from this vantage point, as it were. What do you think, Baker?
I think it's sitting about the 2-yard line. I'm telling you, man, Sumrall is systematically dismantling their defense, one run at a time. They got some tough guys in the back.
Caleb Rowley just told me that it is, in fact, at the 2-yard line. Gavin Glass in at the Bobcat quarterback, and none of the Tigers wanted any piece of that.
Didn't want any piece of that, especially after that last one.
Yeah, so Gavin Glass gets his second TD of the night, and it's also good to see the young man back. He hobbled off earlier.
Touchdown Bobcats.
So Wyatt Jones is going to come in for the point-after attempt.
Collins' defense, their defensive line is gassed, Harris, and I think Coach Granger knows that, and he is capitalizing on that.
So Burge is going to snap. Carson Speed's going to hold. Jones is going to kick. Snap back, hold down. Kick is up, and it is good.
Great kick.
And the kick is good.
So that's going to extend the lead 14-6 with 10 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the second quarter. Your Bobcats lead the Collins Tigers 14-6.
Harris, I feel good about this, man. Sumrall's looking strong. Offense is looking strong. Defense is looking strong. Play calling strong. I think we're heading the right direction.
I agree, but still a lot of football left to be played, Andy Baker.
Well, you know, I'm trying to be positive here, Harris. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me back down.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, that's good. I appreciate it. I need a realist in my life.
So let's see if Jones can get this in the end zone again.
You must be an Ole Miss fan.
Corian Turner.
A lot of people are high on Lane Kiffin's squad this year. They're replacing about 20 people, though, so, you know, we'll see.
Projected number 9th to win the national championship.
Well, that probably means they'll go winless. Jones approaches the ball, gets his foot into it,
kick,
and that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
And we have a touchback.
So the high school rules, if you're out there listening and watching, high school rules are if the ball goes into the end zone, it's an automatic touchback.
Wyatt Jones putting on a kicking clinic, showing
an exhibition, as it were.
Why he's going to be kicking at the next level.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think his dad did it when he was in college.
Almost. How do you feel about that Southern Miss game tomorrow, Harris?
I haven't given much thought about it, but Andy is referencing the Mississippi State Southern Miss game at the Rock tomorrow morning. I think the temperatures are going to be a little toasty.
Yep. A little humid.
Yep. Oh,
We got a flag way back here in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
he likes to throw the flag,
He
doesn't
does. I wonder where he's coming from.
Somebody's
back
going to
here.
have to. One of the trainers is going to need to ice that guy's shoulder at halftime because he's. So this is on the Bobcat defense.
12 men on the field.
I'm not sure.
Illegal
Maybe
substitution.
illegal the old illegal substitution.
First and 10.
So that's going to be a 1st and 5, despite what the PA guy is saying. It's 1st and 5 for the Tigers. They're going to hand off.
Great defense.
Oh, wow. He has some room. Ooh.
Ooh, that was a hit right there.
Let's see. Number 34. Number 34, Hudson Long, was there to make a tackle, but not before the running back for Collins got out to the 40.
15-yard gain.
Yeah. Really good run by the Collins running back.
Sumrall was all over him about 5 yards off the ball, and he just slipped right through him.
That's right. That was all running back.
This band guy again. He was excited.
Yeah, everybody. He was lit earlier.
They told him. He was lit.
So, oh, wow,
Great
that
hit.
didn't fool anybody.
That's right. Great read by the defense.
Salik Parkman met the guy, took his blocker and the running back.
He took both of them.
Yeah, down. That is how you play defensive tackle, my friend.
Talik Portman took his lineman to the running back and tackled both of them.
Yes, tackle both of them. And
What a great hit.
and then told the official where to spot the ball.
That's right.
That is great. That is why you watch Friday Night Lights.
That's right. That's what makes a coach happy right there.
There is nothing better than Friday Night Lights in South Mississippi. So let's see if he can do it again. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and long for the Tigers, and they're going to give it to. And this time that didn't fool anybody. And number 7, Tucker Barrett, led the Bobcat charge. And so that's going to be a short loss as well. So it's going to be what, third and would you say 16? That's not 3rd and 20, is it?
It's 3rd and 15.
Okay, we'll go 3rd and 15. We'll split the difference.
How about that defense here?
How about it now?
Off the ball quickly.
Okay, watch the slant. They burned the Bobcats on that the last time they ran it.
Trying to draw them off sides. Good patience by the Bobcats.
Play clock down to 3. He gets the snap off. He wants to pass. Oh, wow. Guy wide open.
Get him. Get him. Tackle.
Oh, wow. The guy was wide open. Number 7 for the Bobcats, Tucker Barrett, ended up bringing the guy down, but not before he got a huge gain. That's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Got about 13 yards on that play,
My
but Harris,
great-
there were about 3 missed tackles before they finally got him down.
And the thing about it is you give them, now it's a manageable 4th down to go for it. So Collins is in a shotgun. Don't jump off sides, Bobcat D. Is this the tush push?
Yep. Pretty much. The high school
Okay,
version of tush
well-
push. And he's still moving.
Oh,
He's
my
he's
God.
loose.
Oh, my gosh. Is he going to? How? That is just, how do you let that happen? Well, it was a tush push, and I don't think anybody thought he would score on it, but
He just kept moving.
give Collins credit
No
because
kidding.
that kid scampered all the way to the end zone.
Harris, this goes back to what you see, the high school level, the college level, some at the NFL level, but you got to wrap people up to tackle them. You know, people want to make that big hit. They want to get that top 10 play. You got to wrap people up.
I don't know if it was a thing of they just lost track of him, but I don't think he envisioned himself scoring on that one.
What they had going for them is he was in the middle of this giant pack that kept moving forward, and so they just couldn't get to him, and then he slipped right out. Play clock.
Coach Granger is having a word with the white hat
Well, it's because they're
referee.
giving them all the time that they need to kick this field goal. We don't have a play clock running.
Well,
They forgot their tee.
I think they started talking before.
Okay.
Manaher will attempt the point after kick.
I wonder if Granger says that they had him pinned up too long. They should have called the play dead.
This is something that I have learned, and I didn't really know the tush push was legal in high school football.
I didn't either. That's why I said it was a high school version. It looked a little different than the tush push.
All right,
got a
and
flag.
now what's the
What
flag?
are we doing here, man? What are we doing? What's the call?
I don't know.
12 people on the field?
I don't think the officials know.
Ineligible player?
5-yard penalty.
Yeah, they
I
had 12
think-
men on the field.
I'm going to propose that the officials have some preseason workouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
That point after did sneak over the crossbar.
Sure did.
And though the scoreboard says it's a tie game,
It is 14-13.
it is 14-13 Sumrall with 7 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Somebody needs to fix that scoreboard. We rocking in here now.
That's
Harry.
right.
I need to get up to date on my music.
Well, you've been bragging about this playlist of
I got a
yours.
playlist, man.
I know you've got a
Lions Field
playlist.
Rocking.
Like you got that
Rocking.
mustache rocking right now?
Hey, you know you want one.
No.
You know you want one.
No.
Yeah, buddy.
There's a long list of things that I'd like before I get to a mustache.
Just call me Dale Earnhardt, all right?
So,
Can you grow facial hair?
yes. I started shaving last week, as a matter of fact.
Oh, let's go.
Eric Manaher is set to kick off.
So number 17, Davis, and I think is that
Davis
who's the other?
and Chance Daniels are set to receive for the Bobcats.
Chance Daniels.
No.
We have number 11 kicking.
All right, number 17 has
Oh,
it.
run.
Number 17,
Good return. Great return.
Great return
Davis on the carry.
back to the Bobcat 41.
Gets down to about the 43-yard line.
Great return. What's
You know, you see
41, 42.
41, 43. I mean,
PA announcer's generous.
Spotted at their own 41
this is
yard
one of the reasons you love Friday Night Lights because of the personalities you run into.
Correct.
So Russell's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Glass on his left shoulder. He's got Twins to his left. He's going to give it to,
Go.
is that Glass or is that number 2?
It's number 2.
Sean Jones, excuse me.
Jones on the carry.
Number 2, Sean Jones is on the carry, and that's going to be enough almost for a first down. Second and short for the Bobcats. They got up to the line of scrimmage quickly. He wants to pass.
Oh.
He's got Leslie. Leslie makes a great move, and he's going to push the ball down to the 29-yard line of the Tigers. Bobcats going a little tempo.
Yep, got a little tempo going.
Yep.
Great movement,
Yep.
great movement.
Come on. All
Play
gas,
it.
no brakes.
That's it. Here we go.
Let's go, Russell.
Ball spotted on the Tiger 30-yard
He's
line.
got,
Timeout. Timeout, Collins.
Collins calls a
They
timeout
couldn't
with
keep
6
up.
minutes, 19 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Harris, what I'm seeing with the Bobcats here is a very disciplined football team this year. They are moving.
6 minutes, 19 seconds.
They're patient.
remaining in the half.
They're letting the plays come together.
Yep.
Encouraged by it. Good group of young men. Great coaches. Are you going to take it upon yourself, Harris, to let them know that the scoreboard's wrong at halftime?
No.
No.
We'll let them just live with it.
All right.
They know. Is this on your playlist?
It's not, but I think it needs to be, man. Feeling this.
Any pit bull on the playlist?
Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah,
What you
Mr.
talking
World.
about?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You know, every time I heard
got to
Mr.
answer that.
Worldwide, I thought it was referring to Andy Baker.
Well, you know.
All right, so Russell's in the shotgun. He's got Jones on his right shoulder. Wants it out to Leslie. Leslie's going to kind of pinball his way down to inside the 25.
Leslie,
And that's going to bring up a third and about 4.
an elite pitcher
Or
assisting on the tackle.
is that, I thought it would be,
It's about 4, looks like from here, huh?
I guess it's second,
He said 6-yard gain, PA guy. He's been fairly accurate.
give or take. Plus or minus 5.
Got a little miss
Another
starting to
timeout.
fall from the sky here.
I thought it
Harris.
was, I'm glad it is second down, but for some reason I thought it was going to be third down. At any rate, what's your radar tell us?
We might get a little rain here shortly.
All
You know,
right.
I told you I asked the Lord to move it on through, and what was supposed to happen at 8:30 may not happen. So we'll see what happens. But we got a little mistiness
Our
right
executive producer, Richard Thompson, was also praying for rain for the farmers.
now. It
So,
was. We were praying against each other. It's kind of strange.
yeah.
I do care about the farmers, though. Five minutes, 49 seconds left in the second quarter.
I think Coach Granger is out there trying to explain to the officials how the game of football works.
I think that's what he's doing, and I appreciate him for that.
Yes.
I think it's a little late in the game for that, though.
Yeah, you would have preferred they tackle that before the season starts. Russell looks over to the sidelines. He's got Jones on his right shoulder. He's going to give it up the middle to Jones. And Jones is going to push it down inside the
First
20.
down.
Is that a first down?
It is, according to these officials. All right, good. I want to say.
Okay.
It would have been in the first quarter if you were Collins.
Right. Well, the chain gang across the way was very hesitant to move the chains.
First down.
Russell back in the
Sean Jones
shotgun.
on the carry on that.
He's going to give it back. Oh, he keeps
little-
it fake.
Oh,
a little
wow.
generation, and he's going to take
Wow.
it in. He wasn't touched.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. I was faked out.
Yes.
What a great fake,
He
man.
faked out the cameraman. He faked out
He just walked
you.
in.
He faked out me. So with 5 minutes left to go in the first half,
Great play. Great call. Great run.
did we miss the extra point earlier?
No way, man.
Because it's only 19 to
Jones
13.
will attempt the point after kick.
Did we miss it or did the scorekeeper miss it?
I don't know. That one was made for sure. So
And
that's,
it is good.
we're going to say it's 21 to 13, but the scoreboard says 20 to 13.
20,
PA guy said 20.
13.
It's beginning to mist a little, so we're going to try to cover up executive producer Richard Thompson's setup here. I think he gave us like half a quart garbage bag up here, so not sure how that, I think it has, as it gets wet, it's shrinking.
I think I'm going to have a hard time keeping up with this camera, with the screen cover.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? Life's tough. I have confidence.
Jones is set to kick off. McGee and Turner are set to receive for the Tigers.
Jones approaches the ball, boots it away. Let's see, is this going to be returnable?
Yep.
He's going to take it at the 1, come up the middle. And looks like the Bobcats are gonna bring him down at about the 25. He was brought down by Jalen Davis, number 17. They're gonna spot him at the 26. So with 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go until halftime, your Bobcats lead 21-13.
Very happy with the Bobcat special teams. Not only is Jones booting the ball, but the whole special teams gets down real fast, makes a tackle very quickly.
So let's see if the Bobcat D can hold them. Maybe get the ball back to the offense for another possession. Oh, that didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were all over that. Look at that.
Barnes on the carry for the Tigers.
Number 23, Jaden Davis, was on the tackle. The Bobcat defense was in the backfield in a hurry.
Again, it's been all night long, Harris. They are in that backfield.
So they push the Tigers back behind the chains.
By number 53 for the Bobcats.
So Collins is going to be in a shotgun formation with a running back on the quarterback's right shoulder. He wants to pass. He's in trouble. And he tried to get it to one of the wide receivers who came back to him, but it just went through the receiver's hands. Quarterback was under duress, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 12, and let's see if the Bobcat D can hold here.
You know, Harris talking a lot about Sumrall special teams. That reminds me of Sumrall great William Hodges, who currently long snaps for Jones College.
Is he tuning
Big
in
win
tonight?
Last night. He's probably tuning in somewhere.
Oh, yeah, who'd they play?
I don't know, but they won like 33-0 or something. I'm not sure. I don't even remember.
You don't know?
I apologize. I'm fresh off a Rocky Mountain spotted fever. My brain's not working.
Collins wants another timeout.
Timeout, Tigers.
So it should be 21. During the timeout, I consulted
Sumrall
our
legend.
producer, Caleb Riley, who is up here, and he says it should be 21-13, so that's what we're going with.
That's right.
You know, you don't know this because this was before your time.
Okay.
But in the Ole Miss-Arkansas series, Ole Miss says that they have one more victory than Arkansas does because there was a scoring disagreement at one of the games in Jackson.
Yeah.
Arkansas called it a tie. Ole Miss called it a victory. And so
that was before my time.
Hopefully we won't have one of those situations here tonight.
Before my time, but you know what, Harris? You don't know what you don't know until you know.
Collins sends a man in motion, rolls out, quarterback rolls out to his right. Oh!
He caught it.
He had a man, great catch by that young man from Collins because number 3, Carson Speed, was in his grill as soon as he caught it, but he held on. So that's going to be a 1st and 10. Clock runs under 4 minutes.
That was a great hit. I'm sure they heard that at home. Mississippi Delta's who Jones College played last night, by the way.
How'd Hodges do?
You know, he snapped it pretty good.
Well, that's good. Oh, don't let him loose. That kid is elusive. He runs with some power. So that's going to be another Collins first down, and Collins is putting together a little bit of a drive here.
They are.
In the second quarter. 40 from the Collins 49. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Maybe not. They're 2nd and short for the Tigers, rather.
See how the Sumrall defense responds.
We need Parkman in the backfield. Stat. It's going to hand
They're
off.
They're there.
Oh,
They're
get
there.
him. Don't let him through. Get him.
What a great job holding him up. Great job.
So let's see. That's going to be a loss on the play.
You see, Parkman slowed him up. He didn't
Yeah.
necessarily get a hold of his upper body, but he did not let go of his leg, letting his other players get there to bring him down. Smart play. Heads-up play.
Yep.
Mason Watts on the stop for the Wildcats.
Got an injured Collins player.
Mason Watts was on the stop. Is that the running back?
It's like his arm. They're working on his arm.
Zach Jones is over there.
Zach Jones, Sumrall's trainer, also alumni. He's up. He's off the field.
I think it's his leg.
Well, they were moving his arm and his leg.
So
They're working on his arm on the field. Now they're working on his leg.
Some assistance.
He did
Maybe
get
a
twisted
cramp.
up. Parkman had his leg, and then about three other Bobcats came in.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. And let's see if the Bobcats can hold here. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, fumble.
Looked like
So
On the handoff.
miscommunication.
I don't think either one of it, either the quarterback or the running back wanted the ball.
I don't think they did.
Is there a flag on the play?
I don't see a flag. I don't know if there is.
There is a flag.
Loss of the yard, but there's a flag on the
What's he
play.
called? Holding?
No, chop block maybe.
Yep, that's exactly what on offense. I think that Sumrall defensive line's in that offense's head. Backing them up.
Is called against the Tigers.
So that's going to back up the Tigers.
15-yard penalty puts the ball at the 35-yard line.
So that's going to be 3rd and about 16 from the Tiger 35.
2:25 left on the clock for the
Come
half.
on, D. Don't let them out of this hole.
3rd and about 15.
Defense looking strong.
Clock runs under 2 minutes, 15 seconds to play until halftime. Collins sends a man in motion, takes the snap. He wants to pass.
Oh!
And once again, the guy was there. He may have put a little too much juice on it.
Carson Speed just about intercepted that ball.
So that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Tigers with 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go until half.
Punt team out.
Harrison and Speed are going to drop back to receive the punt.
DJ will punt for the Tigers.
We got 11.
Yep.
Harrison and
I was
Marsh
afraid we had 12.
are set to receive for the Bobcats.
Let's see if the Bobcats can return this and put 7 more
Oh,
up.
excuse me, that is Marsh. So Harrison grabs it at the 30. He's got some room.
Oh, big hit. Good tackle.
Harrison
He's got some room, but good open field tackle by one of the Collins Tigers.
Harris, statistically, starting from the 45,
return
what are we looking at here?
at the 45-yard line.
Let's go 60% chance of getting points.
60%?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yep.
Minute 59 left before the half. It'd be great for the Bobcats to go downfield
Yep.
and put 7 more up on the board before taking it to the locker room.
It has been so long since we had the coin toss. Did we kick?
We deferred.
We deferred to the second half, so it would be great if we could get one here.
I'm second guessing myself, but I think we deferred.
Well, it's on record now
on
for
record.
ever and ever.
That's right. We'll take that.
People will bring this up 20 years from now.
I'll stand by what I said. Russell. It's
Nice slide.
great slide.
Good,
Great
smart
slide.
move.
Smart. Smart play. 5
So
yard
that's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 50.
He wanted to pass there, Harris, but nobody was open.
Yeah. Well, more and more, for offenses to be effective, you've got to have a threat. The quarterback has to be a threat to run.
That's correct. Which is what you have in Russell.
Russell and Leslie are having a conversation here, and 12 seconds to go on the play clock. Either we need to, he's got trips to the left.
Oh, go.
Go, Leslie. Oh,
You got a flag.
there is a flag. Maybe a hold or a pick play, maybe? I don't know.
All I can imagine. Hold.
It's going to be against Sumrall, though.
Yep.
And they know it. They're
Holding on the Bobcats.
Gotta hate that.
Ball is placed at the 46-yard line in Bobcat territory.
Again, though, it's
So
first
that's
game.
gonna
These are things
bring-
that work out through the
that's
season.
going to bring up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 10.
Oh, you.
You need to get on the same page with
This
the PA guy.
this guy needs some eyeglasses, maybe.
Oh, aired it out, wide open.
Wide. Go.
Boom!
Yes.
Wide open. What a pass.
Wow.
What a pass.
That was nice. He had Harrison wide open.
What a play. What a pass.
Wow,
Great
that
catch
was-
right over his shoulder.
The defender caught up to Harrison, and Harrison just gave him a stiff arm and was
Said, nah.
not so fast, my friends.
What a pass. That was sweet right there. Perfectly
So
executed.
that's going to
perfectly thrown
that's
ball.
going to make it, let's see, 27?
According to our numbers, 27. According to the scoreboard, 26.
Yeah. Burge to snap, speed to hold, Jones to kick, snap down, kick up, and it's good.
What a great play. What a great drive.
57 seconds remaining.
That'll take you into the locker room with some enthusiasm right there. That's exactly what the Bobcats needed.
13.
Looking good, Harris. Looking good. Granger got something else to say to the referee.
I love that.
I love it. Show some passion.
I don't know if you spent any time with him, but he loves football.
You know.
Played at Kappa Academy, then went on to Delta State.
Played at Delta State.
Yeah, he was a Fighting Okra.
Oh, nice.
I'm not going to hold it against him, though.
The Fighting Okra.
The Fighting Okra, as it were.
Did y'all play them when you were a Choctaw?
We did, up until last year. Fun fact, I was on the sidelines for Mississippi College's last football game.
Yeah. Wow. For now.
It was a
Did you cry? Shed a tear?
no, but I did. There were Jones's kick is going to go over the Tigers' heads into the end zone.
For those of you that don't know this, Harris Bell is Mississippi College Hall of Fame. He's got a picture hanging up somewhere up there.
So there were a few times my family had to say, "Hey, you got to get off the field." But it was a great day. We lost the game, but it was just a great day.
Great school, man. Beautiful campus, Mississippi College. I like it.
Yeah.
Good Baptist institution.
It is. Or so they tell us.
What they tell us.
57 seconds to go until halftime. Andy Baker and our Bobcats are winning 28-13.
Feel pretty good about it. Feel like it's been a long half. I don't know.
It has.
Yeah.
You would think that there had been some TV timeouts along the way, but
You would think. Hopefully defense get a stop here.
Yes,
Collins
for
has got to
sure.
be close to being out of timeout, so this clock's going to have to run. Hit.
oh, and once again, the Bobcat D meets in the backfield.
I'm going to tell you, Parkman is letting those guys know
Yep.
who he is.
Parkman in number 7, Tucker Barrett.
They're going to know his name and his number.
So they may have a nightmare about him tonight.
Probably will.
Clock runs under 30 seconds.
30 seconds remain in the half.
Let's see what they try to do here. They got 13 seconds left.
They're not in a hurry.
They're not at all. I think they're just going to milk the clock, get into the locker room, and regroup.
There's the snap. They hand it off again.
Barnes on the carry.
Number 42, Wyatt Penton.
What are we calling? What do we got?
On this.
Call timeout?
How many timeouts did?
No gain on the play.
Surely they
didn't.
did.
This. No, they did. They sure did. I don't get it.
Collins called a timeout?
Yeah, I don't get the call number 1, 2.
Well,
they called timeouts like, how high school? How many timeouts they get?
They get 3.
That's what I thought.
That is the game of football.
I mean, that's what I thought. Well, unless he plans on airing it out and Hail Mary and trying to score, I don't know what the purpose of this would be.
They have. I thought they had already called 3 timeouts.
Well, Harris, I also thought it was 28-13, but the scoreboard says 27. So
who am I though?
So somebody's right and somebody's wrong.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be it's 3rd and 8 from their 21 with 9 seconds to go until halftime. And they're going to
fumble. Sumrall got it. Sumrall got it.
All right, let's see if Collins calls another timeout. Who came up with that? Number 54? Wes Berry came up with the with the ball. So if you're Coach Granger,
I'm going to the end zone, Harris.
Are you taking a knee or are you trying for?
I am going to the end zone if I'm Coach Granger. Making a statement. What would you do?
I'd go. How many timeouts do we have?
Apparently as many as we want. I don't know.
Are they going to try a field goal?
Oh, they're
Looks
kicking.
like Jones is coming out.
Yep.
The field goal crew's coming
Smart.
out.
That's what I would do.
So he's going to be kicking from the 26.
Field goal.
It's up. That's a good.
Oh, it is good.
What a kick, man. What a kick.
So at halftime, your Bobcats lead 31-13.
What a kick.
As they trot into the dressing room. So
great first half.
Great first half for the Bobcats. You know, really, they had, I know Collins scored twice, but really Collins had that one drive where it looked like the Bobcat D was a little winded.
Yep.
But other than that, the Bobcat defense is kind of kept them corralled,
they have,
as it were.
That second touchdown was the strange tush-push play where they just kind of all ran
That's
together
right.
and he broke loose. Other than that, man, I mean, defense looks good. Offense looks super strong. Really encouraged by what I've seen so far, which really, I think, goes a lot to coaching staff and the resolve of the players. Now we get to see the prestigious Sumrall Band.
We appreciate y'all tuning in to the Sumrall High School football live stream. We are high atop historic downtown Collins on the campus of Collins High School. The Sumrall, is it the Pride of Sumrall?
Spirit of Sumrall.
The Spirit of Sumrall marching band is taking the field now, and
we're gonna leave a mic so they can be heard.
The band has a special place in Andy Baker's heart.
That's right.
Because his daughter,
eldest daughter,
as it were, her name
Ava
Baker is the first chair flautist, as it were. And I've learned something real quick, and we'll get to the band. I did learn this week, though, that if it rains, the flautists don't play the flute.
It's true.
So I am going to sacrifice my microphone so that everybody can hear the band. And then we'll be back to discuss the college football games that are tomorrow, week 1. For your viewing and listening pleasure, the Spirit of Sumrall.
Ahoy, ladies and gentlemen, batten down the hatches and give a thunderous welcome to the pride of the high seas, your Spirit of Sumrall band. Tonight, they set sail on a musical adventure with their 2025 halftime show entitled ARG. At the helm, guiding this fearless crew is Drum Major Nate Beach. Drum Major, is your crew ready? Then take the gridiron, mateys, and set sail. The Spirit of Sumrall Band is captained by Robbie Brandon and Zachary James. First mates and loyal crew include Danielle Rogers, Ashton Glidewell, Garrett Johnston, and Kaylee Yates. So raise the Jolly Roger and give it up once more for your mighty pirate crew, the Spirit of Sumrall Band.
We hope you enjoyed the spirit of Sumrall as they entertained us with their halftime show titled Arg.
Thanks for that, Harris. That was
yes,
great.
Yeah. Really enjoyed the flute section. Personally, I think they carried the band.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. So as we await the start of the second half, week number 1 of college football season is tomorrow.
That's right.
The Golden Eagles of the University of Southern Mississippi host the Mississippi State Bulldogs tomorrow morning at the Rock with an 11 o'clock kick. Any thoughts you have on that one, Mr. Baker?
You know,
Excuse
Harris,
me. Hang on. Dr. Baker?
Thank you. Thank you for that. You know, for both Mississippi State and Southern Miss, it can, but most likely won't get any worse than it was last year. So both of those teams, believe it or not, Mississippi State and Southern Miss both have 65 new players. Southern Miss has a whole new coaching staff. And so I don't know how it's going to go. I expect there to be improvements from last year. I'm not a State fan. I'm not a Southern fan. I'm a little more biased to Jeff Levy because I like him, and I think I think he made a big mistake by going to Mississippi State. But I don't know, man. I don't know how it's going to go. I think it's going to be a good game, and that's what we want to see is good football on week 1. And so I'm hoping that we get just that. I expect the Rock to be packed tomorrow.
I do believe there are some tickets still available, but yes, I believe it will be a high-attended football game.
Let me clarify. I know there are tickets still available. When I say packed, I mean there's going to be a lot of maroon and white in that stadium.
And we can talk for days about, I believe that's why they scheduled the game.
I believe that.
But I think Southern Miss will be improved. It's basically Marshall's roster from last year.
Exactly.
I think I do like the coach, Coach Huff.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to do some good things. One thing that I heard earlier in the week, as it relates to the Southeastern Conference, it was the argument that if you're a fan of an SEC team that could finish with 3 losses, then you need to be a fan of State tomorrow. You need to be a fan of Alabama tomorrow. You need to be a fan of Auburn tonight.
That's right.
Because the more wins, especially non-conference wins, SEC teams can have, the better it looks for the conference and the better argument it's going to make for a 9-3 Ole Miss team or a 9-3 South Carolina team.
I get that.
To get into the 12-team playoff. Speaking of Ole Miss, they host the Georgia State Panthers tomorrow night in Oxford. There is a lot of noise once again surrounding Lane Kiffin's team.
Of course.
They think they've got some talent. They're replacing a ton of people. Hopefully they can have a ton of people play tomorrow.
I think, obviously, Lane Kiffin is a character in and of himself. And anytime Kiffin's involved, you're going to have some noise. I think Ole Miss is going to come out strong like they did last year. They've obviously had a few big changes in players. I mean, with Jackson Dart being gone, who carried their offense. And so I'm interested to see. You know, it's one of those games, one of those first-season games. You got a lot to lose if you lose, but at the end of the day, I think it's just going to be an easy win, and people will get a good preview of what the season's going to look like.
I think they will win. I think it may be a little close, for a quarter, but I think they'll win handedly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I think State wins tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then, what do you think about the LSU-Clemson game?
Well, LSU spent $18 million on their team this year. And I don't know if you've watched that SEC series on Netflix, but it starts off with Brian Kelly. I'm not a Brian Kelly fan, and that Netflix documentary series actually made me not like him even more for some reason. But I don't know, man. Last year, Dabo couldn't get it together with Clemson. I mean, he did, but they just weren't the same team the last couple of years. But LSU's going to be strong. They better be strong because they spent $18 million on their team.
Well, there's a lot of hype around Clemson also.
Okay.
It's going to be I think it'll be a good game. Really not an LSU fan, but, it's one of those things for the betterment of the conference, and because there's probably a good chance that Ole Miss is 9-3 at the end of the year, or even 8-4, and needing some help.
Well, it's one of those things for me. At the end of the day, I want to watch a good football game, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you how it's going to be, but I bet it'll be a good game.
Auburn right now is leading Baylor 17-10.
Wow. With
53 seconds to go until halftime rather.
I'm interested to see how Hugh Freeze gets it together this year.
The Reverend Hugh Freeze. We'll see. But there are a lot of it's going to be an interesting college football season. A lot of interesting storylines. Tennessee's got Syracuse tomorrow.
Well, and
I'm sure Coach Temp will be tuned in for that one.
Sure. As everybody says and everybody knows these days, Harris, it's just you never know, man.
You never know.
It's year to year right now. It's a different ball game. Speaking of ball game, getting close to kicking back off. They've added a couple minutes back to the clock. Got both teams out here. We got two officials out here. I guess,
they are not getting some. They're not loosening up.
They're not loosening up.
Maybe their belts, but that's about it.
Harris, maybe you and I, we just need to take, instead of criticize, we join them.
I don't know. I feel like my IQ would drop about 10 points when I put that uniform on.
And Lord knows your IQ can't drop anymore.
So, fun fact, though, former Sumrall great James Ford is a high school official these days.
Okay. He's obviously not out here this evening.
No.
I wonder, that was the longest first half in high school football history, I believe. I hadn't checked that stat, but I'm sure you're the stats guy. You'd know that. I wonder if this one will be any quicker than the first.
I don't know, but if you're Coach Granger and the coaching staff, you have to feel good about where the Bobcats are to start the second half.
Yeah, I'm sure he highlighted their strengths and things they've done well in the locker room at halftime. That's one of those things when you're up big like this, coming out of the half. You don't want to get comfortable.
No,
you don't want to get lazy. You
need to stay aggressive.
That's right.
I really don't appreciate producer Caleb Bradley eating a sausage dog.
No kidding. That looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's a good-looking sausage dog.
Yeah.
Man, I'm hungry.
Coach Temp, did he bring you a sausage dog?
Harris bought me a pack of crackers earlier.
Yeah. That you proceeded to inhale.
Consumed.
Yeah. Don't know what John Mayfield's going to say about that. Hopefully you won't puke it up on him in the morning when y'all are working out together.
Yeah, I'll do my best. What about the Main Street Cafe here in Collins? You ever heard of that?
Have I ever heard of it?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I have eaten there a couple of times.
It's my understanding they have the best fried chicken in the South. Is that true?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I had there.
I got a story about that.
Can you tell
you
on
off
air? Oh, hey, easy there, big fella.
No, it's not like that.
Easy there.
It's I don't know. I just want to, share that with you.
All right.
Getting ready for kickoff.
Yep. Bobcats receive. Our deep guys are at the 15. Wade Marsh, number 13, and is that 17?
I think that's Dalton Daly over there, isn't it? 14? Or is that 13?
No, that's 13, farthest from us. Who's, I can't.
It's like number 17 over here.
17.
Oh, look, we got a.
Oh, wow. A sky kick. Get on it. Oh, Leslie.
Oh, big hit.
Leslie took it. I don't know if that was intended or what, but it
Pooch
was
kick.
not a very good, very long kick.
I think it was intended, but Leslie took it, and, I mean, he got a few yards with it and put a hat on somebody. So.
I guess the strategy for the kicking team at that situation is you're hoping that it just kind of falls and,
Yeah, that's right.
it kind of confuses the return team. But Leslie was there and pushed it up to, I think, the 43-yard line.
Yep. I caught a ball like that one time.
Did you?
Yeah, I caught
Just
a fair
one?
catch. But
You
I
caught a
waved,
fair
I
catch.
waved,
That could have been your glory.
Well, I waved two hands, and I got penalized for it. They called it illegal fair catch. You can only raise one hand.
Oh, my gosh.
Can you believe that?
The man keeping you down again.
Yep, like always. Great run. Got a flag on the play.
Number 4, Chance Daniels with the reception.
Is complete, but there's a flag on the play, forced out of bounds.
Holding on the Bobcats. Don't know about that one.
And assisted by Zaylen Pickering.
And assisted by the officials.
I will say, especially compared to some things last year, Sumrall's had minimal penalties tonight, which I've been real happy about.
Well, I'm glad you should let Coach Granger and the team know you're happy about that.
I think I will. I appreciate that.
Russell's in the shotgun he's got Glass on his right shoulder. He's got Trips to the right. Daniels is the lone receiver to the boundary. Gives it to Glass for a short gain.
Collins' defense coming out strong in the second half so far.
So it's going to be 2nd and long for your Bobcats. Glass is on Russell's left shoulder. He gets the snap. He wants to pass.
Airing it out.
He's got it. Oh, wow. Little underthrown. If he had led Harrison just a little bit further, maybe a completion for a big gain.
Yep, he wanted it, though. A tad bit underthrown.
So that's going to be 3rd and long for your Bobcats.
Broken up by a Tiger defender.
Indeed it was, sir.
Corian Turner broke up the pass.
Glass on Russell's right shoulder. Trips to the right. Oh, wow. That was actually a backwards pass to Glass. Collins D read it very well and was there for no gain, so that's going to bring up 4th and long, and Wyatt Jones is going to trot out to punt this ball away.
It's great heads-up defense by Collins.
Yep. Good open field tackle.
Wrapped him up. It's a good tackle.
Jones is going to kick.
Jones punts it away. Kind of a line drive. Taken at the 20. He's got some room.
Hold on to him. Good.
Corian Turner with the punt return.
So number 32 was in on the tackle.
We got a Collins player
Nolan
down.
Jackson.
Oh, he's up. Nolan Jackson in on the tackle.
Yes.
Son of Todd Jackson.
Todd Jackson.
Corian appears to be a little injured on that. He gets off on his own power. Tigers have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Didn't realize that was old Todd's boy.
That's Todd's boy.
Wonder if Todd is in attendance over there. You think he's in the sea of royal blue and powder blue?
If I had to guess, I would say absolutely.
Awesome.
Big supporter of the Bobcats.
He is. You know, one thing about Mr. Todd Jackson, he approaches everything with enthusiasm.
It is true.
Yes. So Collins takes over in their territory. They send a man in motion, little jet sweep, and that didn't go anywhere. Number 3, Carson Speed was there to bring the
player down.
Oh boy. And that appears to be Parkman.
Defense was all over that play once again.
Let's hope it's just a cramp.
Looks like a cramp. Left leg maybe. Yep, that's a tightened up leg right there.
Zach Jones
Bobcat, assistant
is out there.
field.
The
Sumrall
training
trainer.
staff. Yeah, Chad Davis, another athletic trainer from Hattiesburg Clinic, is out there. Good to see those guys. Those guys do a great job for all the area high schools. They need to get Parkman limbered up so he can get back in here.
Give him a little pickle
He has
juice.
been a wrecking force in the middle of that defensive
He's
line.
been all over the place on the defense tonight.
Mostly in the backfield for the
He
Bobcats.
spent more time in the backfield than the running backs for Collins.
That's right, indeed he has. So it's under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Collins has the ball in their own territory. They send a man in motion. Now the quarterback wants to pass. He's in hot pursuit. They get the pass away. The pass is completed. And number 7, Tucker Barrett, is there on the tackle. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Once again, the pressure on that quarterback from the Sumrall defense is
Yes.
intense.
Ball started on the 36.
Bobcats lead 31-13.
3rd and 3, a long 3.
Oh, my.
A
Yes,
long three.
that is a very long
It's a
3.
long
It's
three.
such a long 3 that
It's
it's
a
not
5.
3rd and 3. They want to pass.
Oh,
Oh, broken up.
Intended for Akeem McGee, falls incomplete
Wade Marsh was there on the coverage
for the Tigers.
to break it up. So that's going to bring up a 4th and a very long 3, so long that it's actually 5. And it looks like they're going to punt. Of course, in these situations, you need to be aware of the fake punt.
yep. He's a little shallow. I'm worried
Yep.
about that.
DJ will punt for the
No,
Tigers.
he's punting.
A high kick. Marsh fields it at the 40.
Oh, they're going to get a hold right there on the receiving team.
He's still, this may be coming
Go.
back, but a great
I'm afraid it's coming back. Harris.
great return
What a
nonetheless.
great return.
It is
yeah,
a great return.
Great return.
Wade Marsh with the punt return.
I'm afraid they get Sumrall, but he called with holding on this play. It's questionable. It's close.
Flag on the play, and it's
It's those things that really get you, man. I think that was Carson Speed, maybe.
But it'll be the Bobcats' ball nonetheless.
Yeah.
But officials got him some momentum going there, Andy. Stumbling, bumbling.
Running downhill, it looked like.
He's, for sure, hard to stop him once he gets started, isn't it?
Is it true that you have to, like, run a mile in a certain time to be a high school official?
No, that is completely false. You may have to drive a mile.
Maybe that's it. Misheard. Run.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7.
on the tackle for the
Gavin Glass on the carry.
Yeah, although the chain gang has just now gotten to.
Yeah, what is going on?
I don't know if
here?
they were still in halftime or what, but they still hadn't gotten straight over there.
What are they doing?
Oh, wow. Nice heads-up play by the quarterback to get it to Leslie. Leslie's going to take it down the sidelines. And here's another flag. The chain gang is still trying to get it.
The chain gang was set up to where it was 2nd and 10. They didn't even back up to where the original line of scrimmage was. I don't know what this flag is over here, but it came from the Bobcats sideline.
appears to be against the Bobcats.
Oh, well, of course it is. You got to be kidding me. I tell you what.
What was the call? I didn't even.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Who did what?
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bobcats.
Looks like Coach Granger's trying to get some answers too.
I think the unsportsmanlike conduct was we got a first down.
Oh, that was it. Yep,
Yeah.
You're right, Harris. All right, look, can we wait on the chain gang here?
We may be here all night, Andy, if we're
Harris, I worked the chain gang
What?
one time years ago for a Sumrall football
So
game.
now it's 1st and 10?
I guess we're going with that.
All right, Glass is on Russell's left shoulder. Takes the snap.
All right, all right.
I love. Oh,
Set up.
get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Go.
Great play. Great run. First down.
All right. I love that play.
The
So that-
patience. The
yeah.
patience that Russell's showing right now.
Yeah. So Bobcats are in Tiger territory at the 45.
That's first down for the Bobcats.
Russell directing some traffic, sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. He's going to give it to Glass. Glass steps around the guy, and that's going to be another Bobcat first down.
Sumrall moving again with momentum. It's worked in their favor. This little
Number
more hurry-up
14
offense.
checks in for Daly checks in for number 9 Glass. Russell in the shotgun. Daly on his right shoulder. He's going to give it to Daly. Daly breaks a tackle. He's carrying
Still moving.
He's carrying 2 Collins defenders inside the red zone to about the 15.
Daly on the carry.
That's going to be enough for another Sumrall first down.
This is a great offensive scheme.
On the tackle.
7 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your Bobcats continue to lead 31-13. They keep it on the ground. Daly breaks 1 tackle.
Once again, and I said it earlier, Harris, the discipline of this team running a hurry-up offense like this is incredible.
Daly on the carry.
All right.
Collins calls timeout.
So this is their first time out of the half.
Yeah, mark that down.
Yep.
They got to regroup to see that this offense they're not used to.
Timeout, Tigers.
And it's new. It's new to Sumrall, obviously. Coach Granger brings it in, but this movement,
Score remains
constant momentum.
30-13.
.6:55 left in the third quarter. Harris, I'm starting to second guess this score. You know, we were saying that they missed a point. But you think they would have changed it by now? Somebody surely would have said something.
You would think.
30-13 or 31-13, Sumrall. Harris adjusting his headset as everyone at home heard.
So Daly is still in at running back. Russell's got him on his right shoulder. He's going to hand it off again to
There
Daly.
it is. Oh, just got him. Shoestring tackle.
Yep, down to the 2-yard line.
Isaac Graves on the
Bobcats
side.
back on the ball.
Oh, no.
Oh. Russell fumbled the snap. Got it back. He's going to lose a yard.
I think Russell tried to do something with the ball before he had it in his hands. Caught it, retained it. Like what, 2nd and 4?
Second and goal for the
Yes.
Bobcats.
There it is,
Oh, wow.
touchdown.
Yep,
Walks in.
touchdown.
Dalton Daly.
Yep.
And Daly scores a touchdown.
So that's going
for the
to
Bobcats.
make it 36-13.
What a great drive, Harris. What a great drive by Sumrall. Looking good, man. Looking sharp.
Indeed, they are. Wyatt Jones is out for the point after.
Jones will attempt the point after kick.
It's up, and it is good. And with
the kick
5
is
minutes,
good.
53 seconds to go in the third quarter, your Bobcats lead the Collins Tigers 37-13.
Thoroughly impressed. I promise
Yeah.
you, the whole Sumrall fan base is certainly happy about this. Excited, enthusiastic. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, we're calling it.
Calling it.
A great season, as
Calling
it
it.
were. We'll have to wait and see how this playlist is before we actually call it a great season.
Well, I know how it is, and so you just get ready. Harris, do you even listen to music?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you like a country and western guy?
Oh, no, not at all.
No.
No.
R&B.
Maybe
Slow
some.
jams.
No.
No.
Well, no.
Zydeco.
No. Favorite band?
Yeah.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anything.
What's your favorite Hootie song?
Oh. You know, there is one, this is a deep cut, The Earth Stopped Cold at Dawn.
That's got to be pretty deep because I've never heard of it.
It is a great song. Tucker's Town is another great
Tuckerstown's
one.
my favorite.
Yes.
So
but I'll listen to, I've got everything from, like on my running playlist, I've got everything from.
Snoop Dogg?
No Snoop Dogg, some Eminem.
Oh, yeah?
Some Toby Mac.
Toby Mac.
Yep.
Kiss.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue?
Not Kiss, but Motley Crue. Kickstart my,
Kickstart My Heart?
Yep. Some Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. Seen them in concert.
I've heard the story.
Haven't seen many concerts.
And you
that's why
lived to tell
I
about
say that.
it.
To tell about it.
Are you familiar with Zach Williams?
I am familiar with Zach Williams.
I have some of his songs.
Yeah, that's good.
Jones boots it away, and this is going to land about 3 yards in the end zone for a touchback. And so Collins is going to start at its own 20 with 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the third quarter.
That's his MO, man. He's got a leg on him.
Yep.
Getting it done.
So what about you? What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite artist?
You know, it's real hard, Harris, because a lot of it depends on the mood that I'm in. You know, it depends on how I'm feeling. I'll go anywhere from Megadeth.
Oh, wow.
To Mozart.
Okay, so here's something. There's a band that I learned about through watching Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
Shane Smith and the Saints.
Okay.
And Whiskey Myers.
Yep.
Fan of those two.
Heard both of those.
What about the Red Clay Strays?
I do like the Red Clay Strays.
Yes.
They've really blown up the last 12 to 18 months.
Well, you started listening to them.
That's what it was.
That's what happened.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I like a variety of everything.
Collins in the shotgun. There's a handoff. He wants to pass. He's being chased. Now he's going to run, and he's got some room, and Mister is there.
Oh.
And let's see.
Did the ball come out? No, he held on to it.
Broke a tackle, but number 42, Wyatt Penton, was there on the tackle.
13.
But not before he picked up plenty for a first down. Marsh is going to hobble off.
Isaac Graves.
Holding his leg.
Yep.
Maybe a cramp.
Parkman is...
he's hurting too again.
Yep.
He's cramping. Maybe he's cramping up again. I can't tell.
Hopefully it's not anything too
I
serious.
don't know. His ankle's not going the right direction, I don't think. I can't tell. Looks.
What?
He's just real gingerly on his ankle.
Hopefully it's nothing serious, maybe a cramp. Collins in the shotgun. Hands
defense.
off.
Good defense once again. No, we got a little extracurricular activity.
Number 54, Wes Berry, was on the tackle.
Got a little chatter out there.
DJ Barnes on the carry.
Parkman seems to be up moving around a little more over there on the sideline, so that's good. He's still limping a little bit, but
Picked up over about a yard.
I don't know if we'll see.
maybe he can rest the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think we're probably at a position where he might be able to.
Collins stays in the shotgun.
We got a flag back here, Mr.
Was it a illegal substitution?
That's what it looked like. Coming from the back 40 over here.
Probably against the Tigers, 5-yard penalty.
Number 52 checks in.
Braylon Graham.
Braylon Graham. You know, Coach mentioned him in the. And
good.
look at Braylon.
That. Great wrap
making
up.
an immediate impact.
Man.
He's a big boy.
He
Coach Granger mentioned
line.
him specifically in the pregame show about his. He has stood out in the preseason camp. And
well, he was across that line as soon as they said hut.
Yep. Doing his Parkman impersonation. Oh. Incomplete.
Heard footsteps, man.
Yep.
The way that defense is, that offense is feeling the pressure.
So that's going to be 4th and 20.
4th down for the Tigers.
With 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your Bobcats leading 37-13.
Tiger band members need your attention.
Once again, we are taking our sweet time over here. We got the clock stopped. We're just moving. I mean, it's play clock's at 10.
Yep.
And they don't have their punt unit on the field yet. And they don't. They illegal substitution again.
Delay a game against
That wouldn't delay a game. It's not
Okay.
what it's called. There was 2 seconds left.
Yes, I was about to say.
They weren't set. They're moving around, man.
for the Tigers.
Have people coming and going.
Harrison and Speed are set to receive.
Get away from it. Why is number 11 get away?
He was walking.
Why are Bobcat players going towards?
3 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I've never understood that.
It's going to be his time here, so he's going to pick it up and take it.
No, you don't. You get away from that thing.
See what the offense comes out and does again. I imagine just like last drive, they're going to push it.
You got to think from the Collins perspective, they've played a lot of snaps.
Yep.
Those key players of theirs, and they've got some good ones, but they have played a high number of snaps.
They played a whole lot of snaps.
And while it's not the hottest night that we've experienced in Mississippi,
that's a late hit right there.
It's still warm.
Yep.
And you have to think the fatigue factor has set in, and
Absolutely.
maybe a little frustration.
Absolutely. Got unsportsmanlike conduct, a little extracurricular after the whistle blew.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is called against the Tigers.
Yeah, there's no doubt fatigue sets in.
Penalty places the ball at the 44-yard line. Gives the Bobcats first and
Sorry about us missing that play. We're working on hooking up a power source here. Look like
Leslie on the carry for the Bobcats.
about a 6-yard run.
Tackled out of bounds by T.J. Barnes.
Number 12, Carson Leslie. Second down and about 4.
About 6. Second and 4 for the Bobcats.
So it's 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats. Oh,
Jordan Palmer on the tackle for the Tigers.
yeah.
Speed on the carry for the Bobcats.
There is a Tiger down.
Correction, Jones on the carry for the Bobcats.
Hey, Dale, we got to plug into Harris's computer right there. We're good.
Looks like maybe another cramp. You ever cramped up on the football field, Harris?
I have not. I have experienced it, but not on the football field.
You ever woken up in the middle of the night with
Yep.
a cramp? Feel
I
like
sure
somebody
have.
shot you in the leg?
Yep.
Fall out of the bed?
Not
confused?
well, I've never fallen out of the bed. I've woken up confused.
Yeah.
Went to bed confused
Think
a
a
few
snake got a hold of you?
times. Well, I don't know if I would go that far.
No. And you hadn't lived. Oh, we heard there's another one out there cramping up, looks like. These guys, like you said, man, they're just going to start fighting through some of this stuff.
Yep. Well,
Stretching out.
and the advantage the Bobcats have at this point is you've got Jones, number 2, in at running back. That's the 3rd running back that they have used tonight.
Yep. Some serious depth there, which is
Yeah.
encouraging.
And I think Coach Granger and his crew are going to be content with just keeping it on the ground.
That's right. I agree with that.
So,
We got another one down.
case in point, Jones has checked out. Daly has checked back in.
Need to be given some pickle juice on the sidelines. That's still a thing?
I think so.
Okay.
But, you've also got stuff like Pedialyte.
Yeah.
You've got,
Well, you're a marathon runner. I figured you knew a lot about.
well, yeah, I would go something like Element, but I doubt they're
Not passing
doing
that out on the
Element.
sideline?
Nah, looks like they've got Powerade.
I like Element.
What flavor?
I don't know. I've had a few different ones. Collins jumps off sides.
I am a fan of the watermelon salt.
I like that.
Yeah.
All sides against the Tigers. 5-yard penalty. Second and 5.
Russell's in the shotgun.
For the Bobcats.
He is steps away to look over at the sidelines.
I like this offensive scheme, man.
He's going to hand it to Daly.
Get around.
Daly
get
bounces.
Around, get around.
Bounces around the right end. And it's going to be a 1st and goal from, looks like the 7.
Dalton Daly, man, I said it last year. I talked to his dad before the game. He is a great, scrappy player. He's what every coach wants.
Tigers.
Noted.
Tough. Look.
Oh,
Touchdown, Bobcats.
touchdown, Dalton Daly, number 14.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
So that's going to make it 43? 43 to 13?
Last 2 touchdowns, Dalton Daly. Rushing touchdowns.
Ball spotted on the 4-yard line.
Now we got 9 points, Harris. I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard over here. We'll take that, I guess.
12 left in the 3rd.
37.
Didn't we have 37? Wasn't it 37 to 13?
I think it was 31.
Is good.
30. Now we got
What-
49.
Oh,
If you're watching at home, we apologize.
Yeah.
The scoreboard is
Can
changing
we
rapidly.
get it in?
I can't zoom in.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see a little bit over
Yeah.
there. 49-13, apparently. It's not accurate, but they'll get it right, maybe.
They gave us 12 points.
Yep, we'll take it.
So with 1:12 to go in the 3rd quarter, your Bobcats, according to the scoreboard, are leading 49 to 13. I think it's actually supposed to be, 44?
I thought
I thought we had 37. We got 6 and then an extra point. Wouldn't that be 44?
I feel like we're not doing well at our job.
You're the
knowing
one
score.
well, you have a PhD, so
Oh, that doesn't mean I know how to count.
it should.
Does it?
You're always telling me that you can go into an academic institution and teach.
I have done that.
Jones to kick
Was it
off.
accredited?
You taught at Southern Miss. Don't talk to me like that. What you talking about?
They'll let anybody teach over there.
Yes, it was accredited.
I just talked my way into a classroom one day, and the next thing I know, I'm teaching.
Well, it worked out for you.
Yeah, a semester. Then they found out, and
Found out who you were.
yeah, put a stop to that. Jones boots it once again into the end zone, where the Tigers will take over on their own 20.
Harris, you know this. At this level in high school football, if you get a kicker like that, man, you got something special.
You do. Not everybody's got a kicker like that.
That's right.
And this is, I'm being completely serious when I say this. I hope Sumrall fans understand that not every high school has a kicker like that.
That's right.
Not only does he do the kickoffs, but he's also doing the field goals and the punts.
That's right.
But I hope they appreciate it.
Little known fact.
A little known fact.
State championship winning.
LKF, as it were.
State
Little known
championship winning Sumrall coach Todd Siders,
Okay.
ladies soccer. He used to kick like that in high school back
Did
in
he?
our day at Oak Grove.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, he put a boot on it.
Is that what y'all would say? Oh, he put a boot on
That's
it?
exactly what we would say. And he did. He started the soccer team at Sumrall, and he took the girls to state championship.
Oh,
a couple
well, how about
seasons
that?
ago. No,
He did not play there, though.
he did not. Played at Oak Grove. That was
Did-
a long time ago, Harris.
Did Oak Grove win a championship?
I don't believe so.
All right. Sumrall's going to take a timeout to, I think the defensive coaches were not happy with how they were lined up, so they're going to talk over a few things.
Harris, it's going to be midnight before we get home.
Yeah, well. We do appreciate you tuning in to watch and listen to us on the Sumrall YouTube channel,
Sumrall Sports Network.
the Sumrall Sports Network, as it were. We are fortunate that the rain has held off. Apparently that radar that Andy was looking at was highly inaccurate.
Well, Harris, another thing, we know who controls the weather,
Yep.
so we asked.
Fortunately, it's not you,
It's not me, thank the Lord.
even though you do have a PhD.
Yeah, because that means you control the weather.
Yep. Is it just first down?
It's just first down. Yeah, we hadn't run a play
Oh,
since the
boy.
kickoff. Minute 12 left in the third quarter. Referee just chilling in the middle of the two teams.
Yep. He did hold his arms out,
He did,
so
creating a barrier.
I feel for him if he gets hit because
Coming around the side. Whoa, what a great tackle.
Yes. 42.
Wyatt Penton.
Wyatt Penton.
Man, he was
We've
across
called
that
his name
line.
a few times.
Yep. Crossed that line in no time.
Yep.
The guy was getting around him, but he had a death grip on him, pulled him down.
Let's see. Number 95, Joseph Garner, is in at nose guard.
Perhaps a small loss.
What are we doing here, man?
Well, the guy who was holding,
False start. 54 offense. Moving them back. That ref took a minute to get to his flag. That's why I was confused. I was like, what is going on?
well, he's probably having a hard time finding it. I had to dig deep for that flag.
Brings up second.
I mean, his arms are only so long. Oh. Oh,
Go, go, go.
Oh, yes! A scoop and score by number 7.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
Tucker Barrett with the scoop and score to end the third quarter.
Another touchdown for your Sumrall Bobcats. Great defense, man. Great. Looking good. Oh, yeah, man. Looking good. Hey, it went from 49 to 50 in one touchdown. Yeah. I feel like the Collins band is not supposed to be playing and our band's supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ours is playing too, man. It's good.
Well, everybody's playing.
Extra point.
Everybody's getting into the action tonight.
I think everybody's just excited the third quarter's over. Extra point is good.
And the kick is good.
57-13, according to the scoreboard. The announcer just called it 51. Scoreboard says 57.
Maybe that's the one.
Yeah.
Maybe they
that's
don't
it.
have a one. Maybe they use the same for 7 and 1.
Well, I can't imagine that you wouldn't just eliminate that top part of the 7 and you got
Hey,
one.
imagine it. Imagine it, my friend.
I'm imagining. John Lennon.
So, to start the fourth quarter, aren't they supposed to switch now?
They are. Yeah, they're calling him back now. They're calling him back. Okay.
So, to start the fourth quarter, we think Sumrall is winning 57-13.
Now it says 50.
Oh,
It's supposed to be
all right.
51.
So, producer Caleb Riley says it's supposed to be 51. So,
That's right. Take his word for it.
yep,
This is a great start to the season, Harris.
it is. We've had a little bit of everything.
We have.
We've had to help the team out charging their camera.
That's right. Did it successfully.
Yep.
Feel like we handled that well.
We stayed on the air.
Yep. Battled a little bit of misty rain for a time. Wondered if we were even going to broadcast.
It was a little touch and go there for a little bit. And once again, 5 yards into the end zone is Wyatt Jones. And they called a penalty.
Goes in the end zone for a touchdown.
On the kicker?
I don't
There's
know.
a flag on the play.
What are you saying?
Were we offsides?
That's not an offsides call. It's what, illegal substitution?
I don't know what it is. They are. They apparently are. The officials apparently are not in a hurry to get home.
No kidding. They love that call, too.
Yeah, to the point. These guys.
Help me out here. What do we do? We re-kicking? We're re-kicking, man.
Just give it. Put it at the 20.
5-yard penalty against the
Are they
Buckeyes.
trying to get a return?
I guess so.
Are they trying to see
There
how
it goes.
far they can back Jones up to, and he still get it in the end zone?
Yeah, I would be interested if he gets in the end zone from here. That'd be awesome. Kicking from the 35.
And the clock's now running. Are we having a running clock here on the old fourth quarter?
Is that a thing? I'm cool with it. It doesn't bother me.
Are set to receive
Maybe.
for the Buckeyes.
Hey, I just let it run. Don't say anything.
Let's see. That's what, a 38-point lead.
Corian Turner is set to receive for the Tigers.
There's going to be a reception on this one.
So I think. Get him! Get him!
Wyatt Jones on the tackle.
Oh, thankful for the kicker there.
That was a good tackle.
Yeah. So I think once you get to a 35-point lead,
I think that's
they'll
right.
run the clock.
I think I've heard that before. In the fourth quarter, right?
Or the second half, depending on how soon you get to a 35-point lead.
First and 10 Tigers. Ball is spotted at their own
All right.
7-yard line.
Looks like we swapped out some players here. Maybe get some reps to some younger guys.
Yep. Collins is in the shotgun. Quarterback keeps it around the right.
Oh.
Ooh, wow. Took a hit.
I pulled his head off on that one.
Who was
He gets to midfield.
17.
3-yard gain.
Jalen Davis on the tackle.
For the Tigers.
Tigers. Sounds like Ed Orgeron.
Yeah. Oh, Ed's about to come out of retirement. You
Oh,
heard
yeah?
that, huh?
I've not
he's
heard
ready
that.
to coach again.
Okay. Good for him. I just keep counting my money.
That's what I do.
Oh,
Watch him. That's short of the first down. but
number
watch him give him a first
number
down.
17, Davis, is making the most of his.
Watch that official on the
Okay.
other side. He's a yard short of the first down. Let's see if he gives it to him.
Well, it's 3rd and inches according to the PA guy.
I know, but that official will give you a first down.
Yeah.
3rd and inches. Didn't do it.
I can't believe he didn't do it.
He got it.
Now watch him not give it to him.
At least say it. Oh, they're going to give it to him. Yep, that's first down. I think it is. It looks like one from
No, I don't. Did they? All right, this nice.
Is that not a first down?
Ball spotted on the inside of the 47.
I don't know what's going on.
Who?
Are they going to measure it? No?
So,
they gave it to him.
okay,
They got first down.
I was about to say, you know what? One thing that I've heard they're going to do differently. I can't remember if this is in the NFL or major college, but instead of having measurements,
That's right.
they're going to do a computer.
That's right. I've heard
thing.
that. Yep,
Yeah,
that's right. Does that go into effect this year?
yeah.
With
Yeah.
NFL and it's not college, huh?
Maybe the NFL.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't watched a lot of preseason, but I haven't seen anything on it. I watched a little bit of college last night.
Who was
South
playing?
Florida, Boise State. Boise State did not look good either.
Oh, well, let's check the score.
South
on,
Florida put it on.
Enough for a Tiger first down.
Let's see about old Reverend Hugh Freeze.
Let's see it.
According to the ESPN.
Wrap him up. Wrap him up.
Yes. Man, number 17, Davis, is just all over the
All
field.
over the place.
With 9 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Fighting Hugh Freezes are beating Baylor 17-10.
Nothing's changed.
Missouri beat Central Arkansas last night 61-6.
They must have picked it up because it was a slow starting game. It was 9-0, I think, at the end of the first quarter. I'm not sure. I had both of them on.
Did Colorado get beat?
I don't know.
Oh, he wants to pass.
Oh,
number
could have got there, man. We got another flag on the play.
number 5 Hutton was there. He should have had the
Yeah, he
interception.
could have got to it.
Well, that official found the flag again.
You ever caught an interception in a football game here?
No, I've broken up a pass. And then I thought I was doing pretty good breaking up the pass. And then when we watched the film, the coach let me know that I was supposed to have caught the ball. He told I was a sophomore, got in as a linebacker towards the end of the game, broke up a pass. And then in front of the team, he explained to me how we were supposed to catch the ball and intercept it, that we don't bat it down.
I got you. Some good advice.
Up.
Completion. Good catch. He almost stayed in.
Once again, number 17 Hutton was there. Oh, excuse me, Davis was there.
Sumrall band rocking.
Yep.
Spirit of Sumrall.
Well, they definitely have the spirit.
Got the spirit.
That reminds me of that cheer. We've got spirit. Yes, we do.
Oh yeah. Would you like to do that for us here?
No.
No. You like to lead that out from up here on the Mount of Everest?
No. They're getting after it over there, aren't they?
You are, man. Sumrall fans, man, they're excited, but you can't tell. They're ready to go home. Been a long day.
Living in Reseda.
Living in Reseda.
Tigers are home again.
Man, could have used that fish house that executive producer Richard Thompson enjoyed earlier.
What's your favorite fish house?
I don't know. I don't frequent them often, you know. I like the old school LTs now. I like the LTs, man.
At Jack Bailey Field.
We had turnover on downs. That's what that was.
Number 19, Trent Daniels is in at quarterback. A lot of youngsters getting some playing time.
Jones on the carry. Nick Walker on the stop.
Do you go fillet or do you go whole fish?
I'll go either way. Prefer the fillet, but I'll eat a whole fish.
Cornbread?
I do like cornbread. I don't eat a lot of fried catfish. Prefer like bull shrimp, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah? I can't tell you the last time I had fried catfish.
I can't either.
I hear Corner Market in Bellevue's got some good fried catfish.
They do. I have had that. It's been a long time, but I have had it on Fridays, like everywhere else.
Yep.
Fridays fish day.
Back in the day when Karen and I were dating and newly married, we would go to Stogner's Fish Camp over in Tylertown.
Okay. My wife's favorite catfish house is Charlie's Catfish in Ellisville.
Never been there.
Well, maybe we should make a stop there for the South Jones game.
Okay.
Cash only operation though.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All you can eat, or what's the story?
I don't think so. I go for the bull shrimp, man. Their bull shrimp's incredible. They got the best coleslaw I've ever had.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh yeah, man.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, well, let's do it. I'll let you be the judge of that.
So,
Davis on the carry.
I've not been to this place in probably 10 years. Cock of the Walk on the reservoir.
You know, I've heard of it, but I haven't been there.
They would come out. They would bring these. They would have these little cast iron skillets of cornbread.
Oh, dude.
And they bring it out and they flip the cornbread.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a cornbread connoisseur.
Oh yeah.
Jalapeno cornbread, love it.
Do you like sweet cornbread?
No,
Okay.
do not.
Davis on the carry.
I do not. I will not. Sam, I am. I mean, I'll
Fair
eat
enough.
it if that's all it is, but I'm not. It's not my preference.
You ever put cornbread in milk?
No, that's weird. That's weird. I've heard of that. That's weird.
The guy. Well,
This is the only call this referee knows
Yes.
to make, and whether it happens or not, he's going to make one.
I
At
think
least
it's
every series.
I think it's the one. It's the only call. Two. This is the only physical exercise exertion I think this guy gets all week.
Completely.
I think he knows where some good fish houses are as well. Oh, fumble!
Davis on the carry.
Did we get it back? Colin says they have it. And I think they do.
Looks like it. Clock running, 1:45 left in the game. Just ticking, 51-13 Bobcats.
All right, so before we get out of here, your prediction for tomorrow at the Rock. I don't know because both teams are brand new.
So I haven't done enough research or looked at it to see what players, this and the other. I mean, there's like 25 transfers from Marshall, so that might give you a little insight from last year. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Mississippi State's going to win by 2 touchdowns.
All right. Alabama, Florida State.
Well, I'm going to go Alabama, man. I think they had their season last year, their rebuilding season. I think they've probably gotten it together by now. They've got a lot of good players. I'll take Alabama all day.
All right. Clemson, LSU.
LSU.
All right. And the big one that everybody is going to be watching, Ole Miss, Georgia State.
You know, it's a tough one. Georgia State's a good ball team coming in, undefeated. Hadn't lost yet. So, but you know, I feel confident with Ole Miss. I'm probably going to go with Kiffin and the Rebels.
Texas, Ohio State.
Ooh, man, I think Arch Manning's overrated. I stand by that statement.
Wow.
Should have gone to Ole Miss.
Whoa. Whoa.
As much as I hate it, I'm going to take Ohio State.
All right. I'm hoping Texas goes into the horseshoe. Or is it at Ohio State or is it neutral?
I think it's neutral.
Okay. Well, wherever they play, I hope Texas goes in.
That's it. That's it, Harris.
All right. So, from Collins, Mississippi, the Drew Granger era opens with a victory, a big-time victory. Sumrall defeats the Collins Tigers. The scoreboard reads 50-13, so that's what we're going to go with. I think it may be 51-13.
Pretty sure about that.
But, Dr. Baker, I've got to think that Coach Granger and his staff have to feel good about the performance.
I think they feel good about the performance, Harris. This definitely gives them something to build on. Real proud of this defense and offense, for that matter. Proud of the coaching staff. You can obviously see they put in the work. I think this was a great first game.
So, especially you got to feel good for the players. Tough year last year.
Right, that's right.
But
I'll tell you this: Riggs Russell didn't take the beating tonight that he took last year. I'll tell you that.
And so you got to like that. It's always good to start 1-0, and happy for Coach and his crew.
Yep.
And so we will be back on the road next week. We are going to be up. Is it 42? Highway 42?
Where we going to
no, we're going to Jeff
Right
Davis
at 42, man.
Yeah. So make the short drive, and we would love to see you there. But if you can't, we will be on air around kickoff is at 7, so we'll be on air a little bit before that, and we may be changing some things up with the pregame show where that's going to be released earlier in the week. But from Collins, Mississippi, and for Dr. Andrew Martin Baker, this is Harris Bell saying so long and go Bobcats.